Heavyweight division right now, it's as good as we've seen it in years. It's really strong. You got three guys at the top with AJ, who's got the most belts and he's got the perfect record, and Deontay and Fury. I think I'd really love to see that rematch happen. And, you want to get that draw out of the way. I mean, one of the great things that all fighters like to say is they beat everybody they faced. Lennox Lewis, with 2 losses on his record, actually beat every man he ever faced because he had a rematch with Hassim and with the guy that knocked him out in Wales.
Oliver McCall.
Yeah. And it's just that's great bragging rights. A fighter always wants to do that. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that rematch. I could see them wanting to get bigger bucks for it, but let's just hope we get an undisputed heavyweight champion maybe in a year and a half.
Now, you called some of the biggest fights, pretty much all of the biggest fights in the history of the sport of boxing.
A few.
At least in recent years. The few to say the least. Where do you rate this era of heavyweight boxing excitement to yesteryear, the Holyfield Tyson era?
Yeah, what's crazy about this right now is fight fans, and you and I are included in that as like just diehard fight fans. We want to see it, but there isn't that crossover type of thing. Like when Muhammad Ali fought, everybody in the world knew who Muhammad Ali was. Mm-hmm. And Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler fought. It was a crossover fight. In other words, not just us, but our wives and our nieces and grandmoms wanted to see the fight too. Right. It was a crossover fight. It reached out to everybody. It had brand name type of situation here. AJ is a superstar of an unbelievable magnitude in the UK. And next week, June 1st, he's going to make his debut in the States at Madison Square Garden. And all things seem to indicate that it's going to be a sellout. It's a great card, a great venue, and thousands of fans are going to come in. That's going to give him, just more credence to his cred as a star. Deontay Wilder, with his record, people should be following him like they followed Mike Tyson, and it's just not happening yet. So we want to see that brand name. He had 13,000 fans turned up at Barclays Center, and he holds 20. We want to see him hanging from the rafters when he fights. So that's that highlight reel knockout he just had. We want more people to see that and become interested in the fact that he'll fight either Fury or especially Joshua.
Now, speaking of that fight, how do you see that fight playing out?
Joshua Wilder?
Yes.
I just did an interview, and I actually thought the possibility of that fight going 12 rounds can happen, because when you have big sluggers, they sometimes tend to get tactical. So, that could happen. But each guy could end it in round 1 through 12.
Now, we saw Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao was a huge build-up for that fight, and then the actual fight was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Do you think that...
It happens a lot.
Right.
It happens a lot.
Do you think that this fight has the potential to give us the same letdown? Or
No. No. I don't see that at all.
I thank you. I know you got to go. I appreciate you giving me your time.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you.
Take care.
All right, you too.